Let me tell you something right quick. Oh boy. So I watch a lot of sovereign law videos, individuals that are Moors and sovereign citizens. And everything that they say, they are right. They are right. When it comes to sovereign law, it is the original law of the land. So what happens is the Constitution was written. And then what happens is each state, when they joined the Union, which is the Union of the United States. They joined the Union of the United States and was allowed to amend the Constitution. So this is why back in 2016 and 2017, when I had a co-host, I didn't understand why he didn't understand. It was presented to me at that time that people don't understand when something is approved in Washington, by the time it gets to your state and your jurisdiction, the state will amend it and then your jurisdiction will amend it. So what happens is you have the original law of the land and then you have a bunch of codes and statutes stacked on top of it. Moors citizens and sovereign citizens, they're saying, I'm going to strip you of all your little statutes and codes, et cetera, and I want to deal with the original thing. And this is when I come across these individuals, they think I don't know that law. They think that I'm like, I just talk this commercial law is what they call it, and I don't know. I am well educated in every aspect of law. To the extent of sovereign law, I say this. I got pulled over in Chesapeake, Virginia in 2016. And I got pulled over 5 times prior to that. That was the 6th time I got pulled over for tinted windows. The cop went past me. I was at a Taco Bell. The cop then busted a U-turn and sat there and waited for me to come out of Taco Bell. Flicked his headlights like, go ahead. As soon as I came out, he just jumped on me. And that was the intimidation. That was him saying, I got you. Now, I had a sunroof in my car. And if you go to fast food restaurants, you know that their lights are like a billion high beam. So I had the sunroof open, so the light was coming in, and I had my 2 front windows down. He jumped on me and then claimed he pulled me over because of my tent. So when he pulled me over, I was actually reaching for my stuff. I said, what you pulled me over for? He said tents. When he said tinted windows, I withdrew my hand. I said, oh, I got pulled over 5 times for tinted windows. I got issued 3 tickets. I said, because I just moved down here to Virginia. I brought this car from up north. I said, after getting pulled over 5 times, I said, officer, I took this car to the tent shop in Hampton, Virginia, and I said one thing, bring me within state specifications. He did that. As a matter of fact, when I went to pick the car up, I was like, damn, did you tint it? It was so light. I said, I looked at the cop uniform and I said, I see that you just came out of the academy. I'm assuming they're telling you pull people over with tinted windows as cause because it's a neutral thing. Oh, let me check. And then, oh, you good? But then while you're checking, my license is suspended. I got warrants. And now I pulled them over for tints. I said, due to the fact, officer, that you pulled me over for tints, and this car is within state specs, when you run my tags, you'll see, because they know every time you got tickets, they know everything. I said, when you run my tags, you'll see that. But you're pulling me over for tints. I said, it is not my job, officer, to teach you how to know tints. You're supposed to be able to look at my car and know that if it within state specs or not. You don't get to pull me over and guess. And I said, for that, I'm not giving you my paperwork. He said, you're not giving me your paperwork? I said, I'm not giving you my paperwork. He said, all right, well, you're going to have to get out the car. You're under arrest. I said, officer, give me a second. I have somebody come get my dog. I called my girlfriend. I said, come get my dog, and stepped out the car. And he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you thought we was going to do some talking after this. I'm not giving you my paperwork. You said I was under arrest. Take me to jail. 10 minutes later, I was driving off and didn't show him anything. I was right. People, when you file paperwork in court, it's called a brief. You file a brief because the more you talk, the more stuff get lost in translation. I seen a video one time where a guy was walking up, he walked up to the car and his girlfriend was texting another guy. And he just stood outside the car recording it. And then he said, yeah, what you doing? He got in the car and he said 10 words and his girlfriend said about 300. People that do the most talking are the ones that are wrong. When I watch these sovereign law videos, all this talking, if you're so right, if you got a fee sheet, your payment scale for detained and all that, stop doing talking. Stop talking. Let them exercise what they're going to do to you and stop talking. Once again, you are right in everything you're saying, but you're trying to talk your way into convincing them. And if you are so right, stop talking.